There's probably not an hour that doesn't go by that I don't weigh that and say to myself, I've had MS for 8 years, 8 years now. Last year I was saying I have had MS for 7 years. And you sort of think of it as a kind of accomplishment. Like I've had it for 8 years now, and I'm still okay. I'm still good in the world. I can still do all this. But what I get angry with is trying to put my socks on in the morning and trying to write when my fingers won't work and things like that. It's the little things, trying to maintain some normalcy in your life, trying to keep going.
It is heartbreaking to watch him struggle with everything, whether it's just, trying to get a cup of tea to the table or putting his socks on in the morning. I mean, it's heartbreaking to see that person struggle with everything that we take for granted.
I don't have a lot of hours in the day that I'm vital. I used to be able to go from early in the morning till late at night, and now I have about, maybe 6, maybe 8 hours a day on a good day that I have any energy and vitality. And I've decided quite some time ago to put my energy into teaching because that's what I cling to very tightly now. Photography's my world, and ideas, art, philosophy, and so I spend a lot of time with those things, and teaching is really important to me.
I think a lot of people would have given up by now. He just walks, even if he's about ready to fall. He's still walking, which we never thought he would be at this point a couple of years ago.
You can't just keep all this in all the time. Sometimes I just want to scream. I'm just so angry.
I look back on it and it seems that we really went through that pattern that people go through that you read about, about anger and denial and finally acceptance, because initially it was horrible and then we just pretended like it wasn't there. And we planned a couple big trips. We spent the whole summer in Greece, and it was taxing. Things had changed. I had to do a lot of the legwork for us, finding places to stay while he rested. And then the next summer we went to Croatia. And that was a hard trip because I think we knew that things were changing. He couldn't really navigate very well, and he fell down. And it was sad. It was really sad because we knew everything that we really wanted for our life was going to be altered dramatically.
We traveled as much as we could afford to, and as much as, in terms of time and money and all that, for a couple of years there. Knowing that would be the last time I ever would, travel in that way, and that was hard. And we had a wonderful way of traveling. I mean, we just drifted a lot, on backpacks and sort of thing. And so it was so much about being just free and outside of society, sort of, We couldn't do that anymore. It'd be such a compromised kind of travel that we just decided that we don't want to do that.
Even going out to dinner causes a lot of anxiety, so the idea of a trip is daunting, although it's a dream, and I haven't put it away completely yet.
I'm real good most of the time, but every now and then, you have these little breakdowns where it all comes rushing in, that you used to be this way, and now you're this way. The contrasts are unbelievable sometimes, just unbelievable. In terms of a cure for MS, stem cell research is the great hope. If in 5 to 10 years they're able to do enough research to make it a viable system of cure, then I may even be able to be a recipient of that, possibly. I mean, I hope for that.
Out to sea, somewhere out there lie his dreams. It's not too late, it's not too late, never too late. Slowly rocking the baby's bed, he strokes its head and whispers, but though it is him, it keeps smiling and kicks its feet. Somewhere